Bam, we're live. Here I am. Good morning, savages. Good morning, Sean. Clay, good morning. Brian, good morning. 60, 70, 80, I don't know how many shows Greg's come on, but this is the first time he canceled in the morning. He texted me this morning, said he's on a plane. I'm gonna give him a pass, man. That's pretty damn impressive. 70 shows. Good morning, Terry. Good to see you. Dorks, good to see you. So if you came to see Greg, you have the morning off. Go make yourself your favorite eggs. Avi released one of his home videos this morning, and it features Colton Mertens, Jason Hopper, and Dallin Pepper. If you're interested in seeing that, when the boys meet those guys, we went down to the. I don't want to ruin it for you. It wasn't planned. Total accident. Run in. The meeting with Colton was planned, but running into Dallin and Jason was cool. My kids were tickled. My kids were tickled. And after we hung out with Dallin and Jason and Corinne, Dallin's wife, we hung out with them for like 15, 20 minutes. They hung out with us in the lobby until Colton showed up. Jason texted me. I think I told you guys this. Did I tell you guys this? Said, hey, do you hit your kids? And I said, no. Did I tell you guys this story? He said, do you spank your kids? Maybe I shouldn't use the word hit. I think he said, do you spank your kids? I'm paraphrasing. Seb, on your 26.3 video was solid. Love the antique mirror in your garage. My kids keep asking me why I put that down there. I'm like, I have no idea. It was just something that when my mom moved, it was in her house and she didn't want it anymore. So she gave it to me. So I just screwed it into the wall there. I'm one of those guys. David, has Portugal arrested you yet for being in the Epstein files? David, if you go to jail, please watch the show from jail. If you go to jail, I'd like to have you on the show. Why does the show lag behind X when it starts? I don't know. That's the first I'm hearing of that. Anyway, he said, do you spank your kids? And I said, no. And he said, did you ever spank them? And I said, no, you don't need to spank kids. And then I was reading it to Avi, and he goes, why are you lying to him? Which I thought was kind of funny. Because it's all just perception, right? I mean, maybe Avi does think he's been spanked, but he wasn't spanked like I was spanked. I was spanked like, hey, get the wooden spoon and like, you getting spanking or a brush, shit like that. But I just thought it was funny. I don't know. I don't ever remember spanking them. I could get really angry just to like, roar and get them in line. At one point, I noticed that 90% of the time I was frustrated with my kids, it was because I was on some sort of time schedule and they weren't. And it's still true to this day. I wonder if that's true for most of you guys. So like you look at the clock and there's 5 minutes and you need to be in the car in 5 minutes and you have 4 minutes of shit to do. So you say to your kids, hey, make sure you go to the bathroom, put on a clean underwear and a clean shirt and grab a bite to eat. And then we're leaving in 5 minutes. And then at the 2.5 minute mark, you see that none of them have moved. So you say it to them again. And then there's 1 minute to departure and they're not, and you're like, oh shit, I might be late because I got 2 minutes of my own shit to do. And I can't find my shoes. I'm not sure if the keys are in the car. Do we have to stop and get gas? And then all of a sudden, I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, man? How come no one's moving? It's always, they're on a different urgency than me every time I get upset. I just noticed that. You know what I mean? Or like I'm an asshole carrying 2 coolers, the umbrella, a football, 2 water bottles up the stairs from the beach, and they got nothing in their hands, and they're just like moseying. And I'm like, yo, you got to either move to the side or walk faster. Shit like that. Other than that, they don't really do any bad stuff. Um, leave lights on in rooms and shit. We're at that phase where every time I tell them, like, I go into a room and there's a light on, I'm like, "Yo, if you turn that light off and it doesn't stay on all day, we save 25 cents. We do that all year and, we got $100 and I could buy you that Casio G-Shock watch you want." Yeah, that's our life daily. Yeah. There's like just it's always like if we're in a hurry to go somewhere, um, probably because I mismanaged the time and wasn't riding them hard enough, then I feel like shit gets more intense. Um, I hated going to pick my Switch. I hated going to pick my Switch. Pat, I'm banned from entering the US. Oh, that's awesome. We have a real fugitive on the show. I once got spanked for something my brother did. Oh, that sucks. What's crazy is my oldest son will take the blame for the his brothers all the time. All the time. No matter, like, he'll just be like, "I did." Like, I'll be like, "Hey, who left the front door open, guys?" And he'll be like, "I did, sorry." He'll just own it. It's crazy how he protects them. It's crazy. And it's set a good example for the twins because they'll step up and be like, now more and more as they get older, they're like, "No, I did it. I did it." Well, my husband was deployed. My kids didn't do anything until I started yelling. Now that he's home, they listen right away. Dads are so important. Yeah, my wife is way, how can I couch this so it's nice? My wife is way more patient than I am, with them. Oh, that's awesome. You went to jail for drug trafficking? Oh, look at you enjoying the sun. That's me. I'm enjoying the sun too. I've called off all kids shit. Not all, but nearly all kids shit has been put to halt. We're having a crazy heat wave in Santa Cruz. Crazy. Hey, I got a question. What do you any of you guys put cameras up around your house? I used to have cameras around the property. They were what were those ones that Google put out? They were expensive as shit. Not only the cameras, but the monthly subscription. Was it Next? Next? What was that? What was that camera called? Net, and not get Ring cameras. Is that what I should get? I want to get 3 cameras. I had something weird happen the other day, and I'm like, oh, you know what? It's time to have cameras up around the house. I live out in the middle of nowhere too, kind of. Like it's the kind of place where you could totally shoot someone if they were at the door and it would be fine. Nest, yeah, I had Nest cameras. We have five Arlos outside and 3 indoor camera. Arlos? Should I look those up? Arlos? What should I get? Arlos. Arlo. Oh wait, Pedro's offering something too. I use Eufy, no subscription charge. Solar panels keep them going. Oh, wow. If solar panels can keep them going in Ireland, then I should have no problem. Eufy? Where does it store the footage? Does it keep a backup for like a month? Can you check with your Wi-Fi? Oh, those Eufy ones are crazy. Oh, things got like 3 lenses. Wow. What's the best one? Just hire me to protect your house. Just build a granny unit in the back. Yeah, I don't wanna buy you can buy for backup subscription. Is there anything that you can do, is there anything you can do, any of those cameras you can get without a subscription? What's wrong with the Ring Cam? I was thinking of getting it. I don't know. I just don't want to just get a dog. I know. I'd love to get a real dog. Time to get You should see this thing that we have. This thing that we have has one function. If you wanna smile, you just look at our dog. Yeah. This dog would probably, yeah, my current dog would probably show the intruders where the safe is too. Imagine living in a country where you need guns and cameras to feel safe. What the fuck are you talking about? I use Blink. You don't need a subscription. You can just buy their sync module to store more video. Here's someone else. Blink. You can use a USB flash drive that saves the video to it. No subscription. Blink. Pedro, what's yours do? How do you save your shit? I like Pedro's idea because it's solar. I don't have to run any wires and shit. Blink offers next level 2K clarity. No wires, no worry, no compromises. It says no wires, then the camera they show is a wire. Ring is good. You get alerts on your neighborhood activity. Just buy a deer camera and put it in one of your trees. Arlo also has monthly subscription. It's worth it so you can rewatch Who's There When You're Gone. Worth the $20 a month. God, I really don't want to pay any more money. I'm so cheap. It stores it on the app for 3 days. I get notified if there's movement detected. I like this. I should write down all the ones you guys are saying. What are you guys saying? Blink, Arlo. There's got to be some page that has like all of them and then compares them all, right? Blink, Arlo. What's the other one? Someone said Blink, Arlo. Give me those names again. Wise, WYZE. Oh, uses an SD card, no subscription. God, I have so many SD cards. Little micro ones. I have all the sizes. Stand by. Okay, hold on. Okay. You have some advices for me? You have some advice for me?
Yeah. So, did you ever see the Ring commercial on the Super Bowl?
Maybe. Refresh me.
It was talking about how they, a family loses their dog, and then when the dog's lost, they're going to connect all the neighborhood's Rings cameras together to look for the dog.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure this is for every camera company, but it's basically like surveillance state, right?
Yeah.
So what we do, all I have is just one on the driveway. And then if you're going to put one indoors, is I think you should put it like in my front foyer is it's like its own pathway. So if I'm going to put one indoors, I'm going to put one where I'm not standing all the time.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going to put one indoors. I already have an Alexa. That's enough surveillance for me.
So all we have is one on the driveway. I've got the Logitech. It's a little bit more expensive, but it connects to Apple HomeKit if you care about that. Really, you're either going to pay for a subscription or like their set app, like Wise is Home Depot's brand, Ring is Amazon's brand. You got Google Nest. But there's so many. I mean, actually, the best place to look around is Reddit. There's so many reviewers on Reddit talking about all the cameras that they like.
Isn't there a Ring Isn't there a home surveillance system where like you pay just like $1,500 and it puts a server in your house? You know what I mean? Like it keeps a 1 terabyte drive in your house and it stores the footage on there for 30 days, and then you can access it through your Wi-Fi from anywhere you're at. That's what I'm like thinking.
You could totally go old school and get a TV monitor and get some of those old cameras that are black and white, and that'll be totally kind of off grid. But yeah, I'm so skeptical of putting cameras indoor or anywhere where they can hear my conversations. I really only have like one home pod in the house for my alarm, or my wife likes to sleep with brown noise. But other than that, I try to keep it, you know,
Like look
pretty
at
locked down.
look at this Eufy that I just pulled up on the screen.
Yeah, the UFI is good.
It has 6 cameras and it's got some sort of box with a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, keep it on your home network.
Yeah, just keep it on your home network for 30 days, and then anytime you can just 6 cameras is a shitload. And
Somebody says,
all the
or
cameras have 3 cameras on them. You know what I mean? Like all the cameras have 3 lenses, or 4 of the 6 cameras have 3 lenses on them. So I'm assuming that's like for zoom, wide, whatever.
I've heard UFI is pretty good. I've also had good luck with MyQ. My in-laws use MyQ.
All right.
That's like a garage thing as well.
What do you mean it's a garage thing? You can open your garage and close your
Like,
garage?
yeah. It connects. It's like Tailwind, MyQ. They plug into your garage door opener, and you can open it with your phone.
Yeah, this Eufy one's cool. He's Pedro said it only keeps the footage for 3 days, but I'm guessing he doesn't have the that hard drive thing. All right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. I wonder what is it bad to be part of the surveillance state? Like, what do I care if Ring's using it to track bad guys? If I'm just contributing to the capture of bad guys, because the captures good guys too. Just don't trust the companies. Seems fair enough. Good to see you back, Mr. McCockiner. No, I just checked my app. It goes back to October, but only stores events, not constant footage. Oh. So like movement. That makes sense, right? Why else would you need to store anything else except events? Okay. All right. Yeah, it's time to get one of those. I don't even know if I should tell you guys what happened. Maybe I'll tell the story. So, occasionally things get sent to the house. Like I said, one of you guys sent me a fucking cow, which was really cool. And I wasn't like, hey, I'm freaked out. With no name, I don't even know which one of you guys sent it. It was crazy though. And I really appreciate it. Like a lot. Like we ate so much meat because of whoever sent that. I thought, to be honest with you, I thought it was JR. Now I suspect it's one other person now too. And every once in a while something weird will come in the mail, like in the early days, Andrew sent me that chocolate dick. And people will just, I don't know, just random stuff will come in the mail. A case of Fit Aid. Shit like that. And so Avi has this vlog now, and there was I guess there was a shot in the beginning of one of the shows where you could see an envelope on the counter, but you had to look really close. And the envelope had our address on it. And someone wrote in the comments, hey, I can see an envelope on the counter with your address. You may want to clip that. And even after you post something on YouTube, you can still clip stuff or put a blur over it. So I was like, what do I care? You know what I mean? Like, so I looked at it and I'm like, no one can see that address. It's too fucking small and blurry. It's on an envelope. And then yesterday a letter comes and it says, hey, I'm a 70-year-old man who watches your show. Maybe your kids could give me a shout out to me. And I got your address off of the show. You may want to blur that. And it was like a handwritten letter. I'm paraphrasing. And that just sent me like, okay. Like someone took the time. And so I went back and I didn't even go back. Then Avi's like looking for that shot on the show and he pulls it up and we're looking at it and you can't even, like, you would have to look so hard. Yeah, like a scribe. It was a handwritten note to us. Yeah. It was a trip. And he's either like the nicest guy in the world or he's just a fucking, I don't know. I don't know. It rocked me though a little. I don't even yeah, oh creepy. Yeah. I don't even want to go into where you could just imagine all the places my brain started going. It's kind of like sitting on your couch to me and just and then getting in your fucking shitbox car that only has a quarter tank of gas and going to CVS and buying purple hair dye and coming home and it ends up being a 4-hour journey to make yourself look ugly. Like I like those types of things. Like I'm like, man, what is the software running underneath that makes you want to use your time like that? Or buying like girls who buy those pants that pull up like I don't know. I just will start wondering what is the because I know those people don't even know what is the thought that does that makes you want to make yourself ugly. And so I think what is someone took the time to do that? You sat down somewhere, got out paper, addressed an envelope, went somewhere and mailed it. Like I don't know. You better buy more guns and ammo. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. More guns, more ammo, dog cameras. Sevi, there's some weird fucks out there. I wouldn't take the chance to even put your kids out there. I understand. I understand. I understand. Uh, I understand. I appreciate the honesty with that. We're having so much fun. Um, some people like purple Sevi. No, no, nobody. It doesn't work like that. Nature has given us the colors that we're supposed to eat and the colors we're supposed to like. And dyeing your hair purple and making yourself ugly is a manifestation of some. There's something that causes people to do that. Um, you can say all you want that you hold the door open for. I'll give you the perfect example. I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. Scratch that thought. I've said it a million times. From a color therapy perspective, only women like purple. Most men hate it. Yeah. So then you think, um, so is that something women are doing to repel a certain kind of man and attract another kind of man? You know what I mean? That's a perfect example. You want an insecure, self-loathing woman, so then you're the kind of man who's attracted to that because you know they have low self-esteem, and so the predator in you is excited about that, and that's what you're attracted to, and that's what those girls are trying to attract. Jesus, Sevon, you just have to type in your name and the word address, and it comes up. Oh, thank you. Either way, I know. I know. It's not like I think. Trust me, it's not like I think that no one couldn't find my address if they wanted to. But just that moment did it to me. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Seema. Uh, Donatello is the purple Ninja Turtle and one of the coolest. So women who dye their hair blonde or black are psychos? No, No, because those are normal hair colors. That'll be the last time I dildo. That'll be the last time I write a hand note. It's just to strangers and like and who have kids. It's just like, hey, don't do that. Speaking of Sevon, the new coach looks great from the front yard tree. The new coach looks great from the front yard tree. The new coach. I don't know what that means. No, no one came to the house. Not that I know of. Their handwritten letter came to the couch. Came to the house. I didn't like that. I wish I could tell you I have a I wish I could tell you I have a show prepared for you guys. I don't have shit. I don't have shit. I was expecting Greg. Should I counsel? I have this thing where if I'm like not prepared to fucking just absolutely give it to you guys, not to come on the air. Some nights I stay up so fucking late or I get up so early to prepare. And today I didn't prepare. And then when I got to my computer and there was a text from Greg, sorry, I'm on an airplane. I'm like, oh, maybe I should just cancel the show. Yes, I own guns. I want a dog. I want a real dog. Maybe this is the time. Maybe I should leverage my wife's concern by getting and ask to get a big dog. You know, I saw this and it reminded me of that El Chama guy. Remember the guy who was on Jorge Fernandez's team that won the CrossFit Games? This reminded me of him. I wish there was a way someone could show this to him and explain to him what a fucking prick he is. Here we go.
When you say she done ate, that means she has already eaten. It's not incorrect English. Like, it's purposeful that Black people had to develop during slavery or segregation. So they wouldn't say she is beautiful. They would say she beautiful.
If white liberals had it their way, Black people would all be considered handicapped. Barack Obama would not have gotten to where he is without learning how to properly conjugate verbs. So why would you encourage Black people to normalize using broken English developed during slavery and using insufferably self-righteous buzz phrases like African American vernacular English to disguise your desire to see Black people complacent with an eloquent illiteracy is not fooling anyone besides your own white liberal constituents. We see through you and your patronizing paternalistic rhetoric as you lower the bar for Black people, hoping that we will strive for mediocrity. I guess some things in history never change because once again, you have white liberals advocating for the downfall of the Black community.
You say she done.
How you talk is how you think. You guys, I mean, I know you guys know that. And if you can't talk and you can't articulate yourself and you don't understand grammar and how it works and logic and math, you will not have a high quality life. You will be a dumb fuck your whole life. It's always them. It's always the liberals lowering the bar to try to get in this feigned benevolence, lowering the bar. We talked about it on this show. That's how we lost Jeff Bako. He was fucking pissed. They remember the story in 1972. They lowered the IQ from 85 to 75 to denote what retardation is, because too many people were getting caught up as retarded, so they felt bad, so they lowered the IQ for what retarded is. I have that same coffee mug. That's cool. That string hanging out of his coffee mug is kind of crazy. I think if you pull that out, there'd be a tampon attached to it. Bako got arrested? Is that true? Is that true? That black dude is gay and works for Prego. I don't think he's not out, is he? He's not out, is he? We didn't lose Bako. We called the herd. I saw him on a show the other day in the comments. I pulled up his comment. But when we talked about the whole retardation thing, he fucking lost his fucking mind. That was it. He's like, I'm fucking out. I get it. I get it. I get it. It was gonna snap his cognitive dissonance. He was gonna fucking lose his fucking mind. Hey, I'm just reporting the truth. It's not. I didn't make that up. Anyone can go find the evidence for that. He was berating Lucy. Oh. Is it weird that what do you think the people are like in the comments in real life who just only say negative stuff? I wonder what they're like in real life. I wonder if they're the opposite of that in real life. You know, like someone who's always like, they can't be anywhere without being condescending, throwing a kink in the system, always trying to break something. How do you date someone like that? How are you around someone like that? How do you get anything done? They are 100% miserable and not fun at parties. But maybe they're the opposite in real life. Virginia is screwed with the CIA operative in as government. Did you guys see the most recent James O'Keefe video? He went undercover in Skid Row in LA, and he's just fucking dozens of people being paid to register to vote, to sign petitions, to vote certain ways. It's just like federal crimes being broken everywhere. It's nuts. It is nuts. Blue cities are so fucked. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know how I know I'm a great driver? Thank you for bringing this up, Anthony. Because I spot those people. Once a year, I spot someone who's doing that, driving with both feet. It is crazy. It is crazy. Sevon, are you coming to Dallas for Xenon? I don't even know. When is that? I don't even know when that is. How they are in real life is a toss-up, but one thing is for sure, that if they're very tough while they are very tough while driving in traffic. Yeah. That's not true. That's not true, Doses. Elon paid millions to get people to register to vote, and you laughed at it. Dude, that is not true. Why do you... That is not true. Why are you so lame like that? That's what I mean. Why are you so lame like that? Why don't you explain exactly what Elon did? I think what he did was he said, hey, I'm going to draw from someone who registers to vote in the next 24 hours and pick a name and give them $1 million or something like that. No, that's not true. It's totally different. It's totally different. No, Pat, don't call in. Barry, no. Don't call in. Well, Pat drives with both feet. No, Pat's probably pretty good. I can see Pat. Pat probably can drive like a John Deere lawnmower while talking on the phone and drinking a Sprite with a sun hat on while yelling at Haitians. Like he's got skills. You know? While you know what? While enjoying some of the egrets that are harvesting rodents on the golf course. I mean, he doesn't look like a Renaissance man, but he is. He's got a little gay in him. He enjoys all the things. Oh, shit. Sevi, you never come on the show with anything prepared. Just get Pat started with you. That's not true. All right. What should I do here? Is the show better? Well, you don't have to look at me. All right. I'll be back in 54 seconds with the new battery.
Cancer is very preventable. It's just that we're doing everything we possibly can to induce it. We published one of the first ever papers linking that the higher your blood sugar, the faster the tumor grows. The lower the blood sugar, the slower the tumor grows. Undeniable. From a normal cell to a cancer cell doesn't happen overnight. All we have to know with cancer is how are they growing so rapidly? Why are they going out of control? How come it's so hard to kill them? A solution to the cancer problem without toxicity is to simultaneously restrict the two fuels, glucose, which is already in our bloodstream from the food we eat, and the amino acid glutamine. If we stopped eating and we took a low carbohydrate diet and just did water only fasting, we would get into nutritional ketosis. The tumor cells have a bad mitochondria. They're dependent on glucose and glutamine. We can replace glucose and glutamine with ketone bodies. So we selectively marginalize these tumor cells slowly over time. They slowly start to die, the blood vessels disappear, and the body comes in and dissolves them.
Am I in focus? No one say anything stupid either, like why don't you hardwire your camera in? Because my camera is hardwired in, but every once in a while I unplug it. I must have unplugged it. I've been paying attention, and I am prepared normally. Don't make me insecure. It's my one insecurity. Don't make me insecure. I normally just use the chat as a it's kind of like hosting the podcast is like playing musical instruments. It's like an orchestra. So you guys are your own special kind of instrument. So I just bring it in for like reprieve and like drum solos and shit like that. Don't ever say I ignore your comments. I'm never ignoring comments. There's just fucking too many to read. So I just pick ones, for the drum solos that I want. This show is just all, it just happens to all be drum solos because I ain't got shit. Sevon, send Hiller a link. Yeah, I have some thoughts about Andrew's most recent video, or I don't know if it's his most recent, but I have some thoughts about Andrew. You want to hear him? Sebi, make yourself look like a party cuck when you say shit like Elon wasn't paying for votes. Call it what it is, dude. It's a better like shut up, dude. What are you talking about? No wonder you and Taylor get along so well. You guys just resort to name calling. At least Taylor actually says stuff. You don't even actually say anything. Hiller, Tyler, and John Young. I don't have anything to say about Tyler and John Young, but I have some stuff to say about Hiller. You guys want to hear it? We've noticed the show needs a revamp. Shut up. Oh, just shut it. Just shut it. I fucking trip and fall one day, and you guys are there to fucking be like, hey, you're on the ground. Thanks. I appreciate it. Unhinged rants. Yeah, maybe I don't have as many rants as I used to. I've chilled out. He made a video. Andrew made a video responding to what happened at Wadapalooza. And it was very uncharacteristic of him how he did it. He basically just used a metaphor. He basically and then he stepped away from it very gently. It's clearly not something he wants to talk about, or he's protecting someone or something. I don't know what the reason is, but he didn't give us any of the juicy details. He basically just used some sort of metaphor, a gardening metaphor. He said something like, you're hired to do a job as a landscaper and you're supposed to put out 50 bags of compost, and you get there and there's only 20 bags and you can't do your job, you leave. And that's just not true. You don't do that. But either way, it's fine. Like I'll suppress that and accept his metaphor. But just how he handled that was all very uncharacteristic of Hiller. Because you know that there's a great video there. You know he filmed his removal with his meta glasses, or at least that's what we were hearing. And you know, another way to do it is you're a contractor and you do a job for $1 million and they only pay you 900,000. You still do the job because you've done enough jobs to where you know that you don't always get paid. You know that if you go somewhere, you know, so I think this is according to Andrew's own understanding of what happened. Basically, this is my understanding of it. He was back there filming the athletes like he thought he had access to because of his conversations with Dylan. And there were some nuances to this event because it was also an HQ event. So Andrew was doing nothing wrong, and he just went back there and started filming because he thought he had all access. And I think this was according to Andrew. He said he had filmed with, and it was in the warm-up area for the girls during 26.3. And so he's back there filming with them. And so it's a small window he has there. Let's say 40 minutes. I'll give him an hour. Let's say it's an hour. They were warming up back there, so it was an hour. And so he lost access to that 1 hour for something that he was supposed to be doing over a 4-day weekend. So at that point, like, it's like, hey, if you're going to use the gardening metaphor, it's you still finish the job. You do as much as you can. But anyway, he also, I think, mentioned that he had already filmed with 2 of the 3 athletes. So now, because he couldn't get with that 3rd athlete, he left because he didn't think he could do his job. You know, there's been movies where people get killed, right? During the making of the movie. Like, didn't Bruce Lee's son die during the middle of a making of a movie? And you don't just scrap the movie. So it's still Hiller's prerogative. He can do whatever he wants, right? He's a what's the word? Sovereign person. But I'm just not buying. And in Andrew's defense, he is very consistent with the fact that he is very black or white, in the sense that, like, if he went, like, because of the nature of his character, I don't know if it's autism or OCD or perfectionism or what, because it didn't happen exactly the way he wanted to. It's not, I'm not shocked he left. You know what I mean? But if I was a betting man, I would bet at some point he wishes he didn't leave. He was like, yep, that was not the way to handle that. So that would be my, I think that he probably in hindsight is like, oh, I shouldn't have fucking left. And maybe, and if you're going to leave because you lose, let's say he was supposed to be back there, he had an hour, that was just an hour window of access he didn't get, but he filmed 2 of the 3 athletes already, like he just said he did. So he got 40 minutes of that access, or 66% of the access. And hey, and here's the other thing. He is a documentary filmmaker. He's a documentarian. And so when you get kicked out, that's part of your story. So normally Andrew just would have incorporated that into his story and leveraged that for the excitement of his story. So something's not. And then on the other hand, it is consistent with how he is. He is very black or white. So I don't know. But I think that's a fuller perspective, and it was weird that Andrew didn't give a fuller perspective. That's twice now you're saving the show, Taylor, in 1 week.
Are you talking about Andy's response to him leaving Wadapalooza?
Yeah, it was just so. It was for him. It was so vanilla. It was so vanilla. He just gave a metaphor, but didn't actually give details of the event, which makes me think he was kind of avoiding something. And I was explaining, on one hand, it's not uncharacteristic of him. He's very black and white. But on the other hand, it's like, hey, you did get shitloads of access, and you're a documentary filmmaker. So I could have seen you include the fact that you got kicked out. You know what I mean? As part of the excitement and leverage. I wanted to see him go that way. I wanted to see it.
I just wanted him to be there, because I wanted to see the video that would have resulted in him being there. So I was bummed that he left.
but I'm not buying the way he handled the situation. There's more to it than we know. Do you know what I mean? It was so. He's not a man who tiptoes around, and he in this situation with this issue, he tiptoed out of the room. Do you know what I mean? He's not a tiptoer. He's not a white glove kind of guy. So there's some.
Maybe he's shifting it. I mean, maybe he's like done with the, the burnt bridges route where he just kind of goes scorched earth and just shows exactly everything that happened, and that reserves his ability to maybe work with them in the future. Sorry, let me show you guys what's for breakfast. I'm being rude. Sorry about that. I just got home from coaching.
And keep the mic by your mouth so we can hear you too, please. And there's a good chance that maybe everyone likes Dylan, and maybe there's just maybe he. Oh, that looks good. Maybe I know Taylor. I know Hiller has a great relationship with Dylan. Maybe he just didn't want to cause drama for Dylan. Whatever the reason.
That's what I'd imagine it was.
Yeah.
This
so maybe
is shoulder. It's like beef shoulder. Barry, is that Barry McCocken you're asking? Yeah, beef shoulder roasted, like beef roast, and eggs.
Do you think? Oh, that looks good. Did you just work out? Is that why you're eating so much, or is that just
I'm
normal?
starving. This is a normal breakfast, but yeah, I worked out and then I coached, and here I am. I had to stop at the Verizon store, and they suck. They suck so much dick.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I had to go to the AT&T store yesterday. I spent an hour on the phone with AT&T a couple days ago to reactivate an account. They told me I had to go in store in person. I go in store in person. I got there at 9:50. The store didn't open till 10 a.m. And do you know what they fucking told me? You have to do this on the phone.
How fucking annoying are they, dude? I hate them. They all suck.
How
cell phone carrier services are fucking retarded. Dude.
How do they stay in business? It's because they have us by the balls.
Idea.
Yeah.
It's because they stay in business because they have a fucking monopoly on the market. It's so unbelievable.
Yeah.
Their customer service is fucking abhorrent. It's so bad.
And you know what's crazy too? So I go in, I'm there at 10 a.m. when they open the doors. There's a guy there. His name's Oscar. He could give zero fucks about me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I just kept being so nice and polite. And after like 15 minutes, he finally warmed up. While I was there, 2 other employees show up. They don't even acknowledge each other. Do you know what I mean? They're like 23-year-olds. They all seem like they had fucking autism. No one says hi. No one says, it's just like 2 other employees just come in. There's no, God, it seems like such a shitty life. Can you imagine showing up to work and not saying hi to your coworkers? There were people like that at CrossFit too. I was just like, you'd be in the gym working out. They'd walk into the gym and they would just like act like they were just raped in the morning.
Yeah. Dude, I walked in and no one said a word to me for 5 minutes. I stood right by the front door for 5 fucking minutes. There's 5 fucking employees there with other people. No one fucking even looked at me. I'm like, wow, I just want to fucking turn around and walk out of here.
Yeah, it wasn't like that when I was a kid. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. And I loved every job I had. I was always like, I loved every job I had. Doses, Verizon made $18 billion last year after all shareholders paid off, and they can't pay good employees. Brutal. What if the night before these coworkers were drunk and fooled around? Now in the morning is awkward, just maybe. Yeah, totally. Whatever. Yeah. There's a ton of stories.
Wow.
Hey, I'm getting security cameras. Do you have security cameras at your house?
Yeah, I have Blink cameras.
Do you pay a monthly subscription?
I pay it yearly.
Oh.
For Blink and Ring. It's like the same software, same parent company. And so I have 2 Ring cameras and 2 Blink cameras. I think it's probably about $100 a year for both. So it's like $200 a year, and I have Basically, I have a camera in the gym. I have one that views the entire backyard. I have a ring camera, like the door to the gym and the door to my other shed. Then I have a ring camera on my carport that shows everything, and then one on the front door. And it's like no one could break in or do anything without me seeing that.
How does it get power?
They're battery powered. That's the thing about the Blink cameras is that I have to change the batteries every couple months.
Oh, that's not bad. I was just thinking I want one where the hard drive just sits in my house.
Yeah, these are cloud based.
Yeah, I want where the hard drive sits in my house and it's like just hooked up to my Wi-Fi and I can just check it. It's all under my control and I don't got to pay anyone any fucking monthly fee. Oh, do you have a toilet cam? Good question, Matt Burns.
That would be CCTV. That would be like a closed circuit. I don't have a toilet cam. That's my iPhone. Bryson has the toilet cam.
Blink and Ring are selling your video to the feds. I don't know if I care.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if I care. I'm not.
Jerk off to me working out all day. Good.
Yeah, like I don't do. The worst thing that happens at my house is, I don't know, maybe cut a branch off an oak tree. I don't even have any oak trees. I don't know. Like, it's probably some sort of fucking environmental violation I do. Like I pee outside in my front yard or something. You know what I mean?
I don't do anything weird outside at my house. All the weird shit happens inside, and I don't have that on camera.
You don't pee? Do you pee outside?
I do, but not where the camera could see me.
I had Google Nest. It was a fortune. I had like 7 cameras back when I had a fucking JOB. That was one of the first things I got rid of. I'm like, fuck that.
That's a Bryson thing.
Trimming pubes in the kitchen. Do not use Reolink.
Why? What is that?
It's some sort of camera with floodlights. I played some video today that reminded me of El Chama. You remember El Chama? Yeah,
I saw him at Wadapalooza.
Oh, he was there? Did he have his shirt on? It's okay, black people, I still love you even though I think you're dumb. Was he wearing the shirt?
He had his son with him. So I knew that
man.
obviously he wanted to avoid confrontation in all ways possible.
Yeah.
But I walked past him a couple times and I just, he didn't make eye contact with me, but I tried to get him to make eye contact and just to get at least some sort of acknowledgement. But, he's with his kid, so best to not get involved anyway. Imagine saying that you would punch someone in the face if you saw them, and then you're in an event. Yeah, he said some people just need to be punched in the face. You've clearly never been punched in the face. He would say stuff like that, and then
he's such a dickhead,
right? And then you show up to an event where it's the literal only potential opportunity to see the person you're referencing ever.
Yeah,
and you're walking your kid around. It's really stupid for just you to say things like that.
Yeah.
And then to be out in public with your kid. I think
threatening to fight people on the internet is stupid anyway.
That guy's a fucking total faggot.
I wonder at some point if he realizes how racist and fucking patronizing and homophobic and just that he's just trying to appease the lowest common denominator of society. I wonder if he knows that.
He's a rich English kid in San Diego.
Do they ever wake up to that? Oh,
no,
he is? He comes from trust fund money?
Yeah, dude. He's a rich as fuck kid from the UK living in San Diego. He has no conception of fucking reality, what real life is. And I guess that's that's a weird way of saying he has no idea what it means to have personal responsibility and accountability, or to fucking provide for yourself rather than just having mommy and daddy's tit to suck on.
I would think that Taylor has been punched in the face before.
A lot. Fuck face. Hey, I've had this dude
and forced to watch gay porn while he's
one of the first times I got beat up. I had 2 fucking kids hold me by each shoulder and around the fucking stomach, and for 3 minutes straight this other guy just punched me in the face. My face was fucked up.
Hey,
guess what?
Yeah.
I still won't shut up.
I've been punched in the face. It's not a big deal. I remember the first time being punched in the face and having that same thought. I remember thinking it was going to be horrible. I was in elementary school. I got in a fight with this kid and I got punched in the face. And I remember thinking that was my takeaway from the fight. I'm like, oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, well, that was elementary school.
That's not so bad.
Mine was in the 7th grade when that happened. This kid was just like, pop, 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 like in the face. And then past that, I got hit in the face a lot of times, and it was way worse as I got older and older. But I think the last time I got into any sort of physical altercation, I was like maybe 19. So like 11 years ago. That's probably pretty good.
Where was that? Like at someone's house at a party?
No, it was outside of a hookah lounge. I was outside of a hookah lounge.
In the U.S.?
Yeah, in the U.S. We go in Herndon, Virginia. We go in. It's called Sphinx Hookah, and it got closed down. But we go in, and there's no tables available. And we look over, and there's just one table. It's like this holy grail in this room. And this place was basically like a nightclub that underage kids could go to and like smoke hookah and, you know, get your dick grinded on. So we walk in. The place is fucking packed. We would go there like
it was a strip club?
No, it was a hookah bar.
Well, how would you get your dick grinded on? You have to bring your own chick?
They had a dance floor.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was like a dance floor, and like it was basically an underage night, like an underage dance club hookah bar. It was all the rage until the cops found out that they were serving hookah to fucking 15-year-olds and shit. And I was maybe 18 or 19. I can't remember how old I was. And we go in, and there's this one holy grail table that's open, and we asked the owner, and we had been there.
What's that mean? Enough. Holy grail table?
Like it's like holy shit. There's actually an open table.
Oh.
And we had gone frequently enough to know the owner by name. So he goes like, hey, is that table open? He's like, yeah, it's fine. So we go up to the table, and there's this handle of liquor sitting in one of the seats.
Oh boy.
So we're like, oh wow, maybe someone left this here. And so we like pick it up and like put it on a different table or something. And we sit down, and this kid comes out of the bathroom, and he's like, hey, that's my table. And we're like, well, we're here now, so shit out of luck. And he gets into my friend Steve's face like, hey, this is my table. And my friend Steve just like stands up so fast that the chair like scoots back and knocks over. He picks the kid up by his shirt and just walks him out the door and sets him outside. And I'm like tripping. I'm like, oh, this kid's going to call his friends. They're going to come back and beat the fuck out of us. And it's me, Steve, and one other guy. And then,
is this the drinking phase of your life?
No, I had just gotten sober. This was the phase of my life where I was living my drunk life sober. I got sober, and I hadn't really partied a lot, like how I imagined college kids had partied. I like got fucked up by myself and like, you know, blacked out and shit myself in my bed, and stole people's money. So now I was trying to like have sex with as many girls as possible and go to all these parties. And so I'm like, oh shit, I'm tripping. I go outside to smoke a cigarette, and outside that guy's on the phone, and he's on the phone, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, hey, are you calling your boys? He's like, no. And meanwhile, I was on the phone with my two other friends. So I was like, yeah, I need to call backup. And he's like, nah. And so I'm like, all right, never mind. We're fine. I go back inside, and like 10 minutes later, he comes in with like fucking 12 dudes.
Oh shit.
He comes in with like 12 dudes, and they go, hey, you want to take this outside? And this was one of the craziest experiences I've ever had. And there are like some things that like happened that I probably can't say.
You kidnapped one of the kids and sodomized them back at your house. Oh,
no, dude, nothing like that, dude. Anyways, as soon as this happened, my friend Steve does the same thing. He fucking bolts out of his chair. He was like pent up of like wanting to destroy people, and he was ripped up, jacked. So he goes outside, and I follow him. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm following him outside. And then the other guy, our other friend John, is right behind me. Steve opens the door, steps outside, and the skinny kid who kind of started it all, first thing he does, I step right outside after Steve, and he punches me in the face. And right after he punches me directly in the face, Steve grabs him by the shirt. It's probably the hardest fucking punch I've ever seen. It fucking destroys him and breaks his hand on the first punch on his face. I know this because later on that night, we went to the hospital, and his bone in his hand was broken fucking in half.
Oh my goodness.
And Steve jumps on top of this kid and is just wailing him in the face. And then 3 guys jump on the back of Steve. And for like 5 seconds, I just fucking see like 3 dudes just punch him in the back of the head. So I jump in and I'm fighting these dudes and pulling them off of Steve. Then guys are jumping on me. And then I just hear everyone go, whoa, 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 whoa. And the guy, John, who was with us, pulls his gun out and's fucking pointing it at everyone.
Oh, shit.
And the guy who started all
Did you know John had a gun? Did you know John had a gun?
Yeah, I knew he had a gun.
Oh.
And that's why I was like, fuck, this is not going to end well. And then the cops got called. The cops took John's gun.
Oh, did they take John?
No. They took his gun while they were interviewing everyone. And basically, they were trying to say that he was kind of illegally brandishing it. Then they had both parties like in detainment and were like, do you want to press charges? Do you want to press charges? I said no. Obviously, I should have fucking said yes. Fuck those guys. They said no too. They gave John his gun back, and then we went home. And I took Steve to the hospital. There's a little more to the story that's crazy, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it live.
Okay, offline. Did you ever see those guys again?
No. We did not run in the same circles. Oh, dude, I saw my friends again, and then like a couple months later, that place got shut down.
Thank God no one was shot.
Yes, and here's the thing. I remember distinctly, Steve was like on top of a guy. Other guys were on top of him. I was beating the shit out of a guy, and then like 7 of the other dudes were just kind of like standing around in a circle, and 5 of them were like fighting Steve and I. And I remember looking up at one point and seeing John trying to jump in, and this one fucking huge dude just grabbed John by the shirt, fucking throw him out of the circle. Like, no, you're not getting in this. Like, he was trying to help us, and it happened like 3 times. I looked up again. He was trying to jump in, and the guy just grabbed him again and threw him away. And finally, Steve is still like 2 guys are on him, like punch him in the back of the head. And I had pulled one off, and I was fucking this one dude up. And so he pulled his gun out. He's like, what am I going to do? Just let this guy, Steve, have these 2 dudes on his back for more than 5 minutes, just wailing away on his head?
Yeah.
So I get why he pulled the gun. He pulled the gun because, like, hey, I don't want my friend fucking end up in a coma with, like,
Yeah,
concussed.
he may have saved your buddy's life.
He definitely got concussed, without a doubt. But yeah, it was crazy. He pulled the gun out, and I was like, oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Kind of sounds like a gangbang. Steve was on top with 3 guys on Steve.
I kind of wasn't a gang. It was weird. It was kind of like a little gang.
I don't think he means that. I think he means like something you see on OnlyFans.
I was like a gangbanger, dude. I was banging from ages 17 to 19.
So sober gangbanger.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I think we just said Women's History Month.
I'll tell a lot of you guys this story in private, but I'm not going to put this on the internet. There's some stuff in there that can't be on the internet.
Yeah, I understand. Oh shit, this is gone.
One of the craziest, God, I can't wait for the show to be over so I can tell you. It's probably one of the craziest things I've ever witnessed.
During that event or afterwards?
Yeah.
Someone lost their teeth?
No.
Hey, I'd never seen the hookah bar in the United States. I've seen them in foreign countries. I've been to them in foreign countries.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Northern Virginia basically is a foreign country.
The tall glass bottle, and they put the
shisha.
They put the strawberry tobacco on, and then put a coal on it, and then everyone's got tubes.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. Northern Virginia is so Middle Eastern.
How much was that?
How much was a hookah? To smoke a hookah?
Like the guy brings you the hookah. It's like $20.
It was probably like $35 for one round of for one bowl of this shisha and the hookah itself. And then if you wanted to get a refill of tobacco, it was like another $15 maybe. And this was in
I own in college, I own like fucking 10 hookahs.
Yeah. I used to smoke hookah so much. I had my own as well.
I know.
So
they were
bad for you.
They're it is. They're so awesome.
Yeah, the water doesn't do shit.
They're so awesome. God, you can just breathe like a dragon. Sevon, thoughts on Joe Kent's resignation? No. Not yet.
What the fuck did I do?
No, it's not. It's not clean smoke. That's the. No.
Yeah, it's not. That's the lie. It's like, oh, it's filtered out by the water. It just cools the smoke off. So it's not hot when you inhale. It's not piping hot like it is from a cigarette. It's like hot smoke. A blunt's like hot smoke. Anything you smoke out of glass without water is hot smoke. It's cold smoke. So it's a little easier to inhale. That's why it feels smoother. It's not hot.
And you can just be bellowing smoke. But basically, the vape has taken it over. Those I don't see people smoking. I used to see people smoking vapes all the time. I don't see that anymore. Do you see it?
No, not a lot.
What was the real famous one?
Juul.
The Juul, yeah.
Juul pods.
Yeah, I used to see Juuls fucking everywhere.
Crazy.
I used to see Juul pods everywhere. I wonder what happened to them. You know that they gave every single employee their 1 year $1 million bonus. At the end of the
Really?
year. Yeah.
Every
Juul did.
employee.
Yeah. They had like 300 employees and they gave them all $1 million bonus. I wonder if I can find that. Juul,
That's fucking wild. I wish I worked for
is
Juul. God,
here
$1 million
and-
bucks.
Yeah.
That's fucking bonkers.
Listen to this. In December of 2018, the e-cigarette company Juul announced it would give its 1,500 employees a massive $2 billion bonus pool, which averaged approximately $1.3 million per employee.
Christ.
It was so fucking crazy. So just imagine living somewhere and all of a sudden 1,500 people can outbid you. That type of shit happens in the Bay Area all the time. And so just imagine trying to buy a house around here.
Holy shit.
Do you know what I mean? When people are
Yeah.
getting fucking enough money to put down $1 million on down payment on a house, you're fucked.
God. That's a fat bit of cash. 1.3 just out of nowhere. Good grief. Are they hiring still?
I don't know. I don't know how they're doing anymore.
I think
Like
I think a lot of stuff came out about how dangerous it is.
Yeah, they got a $12.8 billion investment from an outside company, and so then they, in turn, ponied up $2 billion to their employees.
Harvesting the lives of teenagers. Working at Juul was basically like harvesting the lives of teenagers. CrossFit says.
Yeah,
I had a little cousin, and he was like little, like he was like 13, 14. He'd be like, "Hey, will you take me to the store to give me some Juul pods?" I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, and they very quickly here in California, they outlawed any of the flavors.
Yeah. That
mango flavor was crazy.
now you have to be 21 to buy nicotine.
And you used to have to be 18?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I would have fucking rioted when I was 18 if they made the legal age to buy tobacco 21. I would have fucking thrown a hissy fit.
You must be at least 21 years old to purchase any nicotine or tobacco products in the United States, including cigarettes, e-cigarettes, vapes, under federal law enacted 2019.
Wild.
I was somewhere recently, and these two guys showed up, who I didn't know. They were at this location for the same reason I was there, to pick something up. And they did a side exchange where one of the guys was giving the other guy a fucking truckload of flavored nicotine pouches, because they don't allow those in California either.
Flavored nicotine pouches, even.
Yeah. So those
That's crazy.
aren't legal in California either. But this guy was like getting a shitload of them from another guy. That's a thing. You make shit illegal, it just starts an underground market. Yeah, the whole US 21. I didn't know that. I wonder if you're allowed to smoke if you're 18. You're just not allowed to purchase. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe.
Because they had that in California too. You could smoke weed, but you couldn't. You could buy weed, but it was illegal to sell weed. It was such
so
a
dumb.
weird law. Can you use nicotine if you are 18? Oh no, you can't purchase or use it. Wow.
Oh wow. I was under the impression there are some performance enhancing benefits to just nicotine, the chemical itself, like vasodilation.
I think it for sure increases your heart rate.
Yeah, but it gives you it's like a stimulant. So, I mean, taking away like all the carcinogens that are in cigarettes and chewing tobacco is obviously a good thing, but I wonder if there actually is. There's probably not. They haven't been around, the pouches, or or vapes for that matter, haven't been around long enough to truly know the damage they cause. But I wonder if there's a clean way to use nicotine that, um, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that long-term mortality. I don't know. Just nicotine itself increases long-term mortality. I don't know if I believe that. Make me a believer. Make me a believer. Give me a reason to relapse.
It calms my ADHD.
Does it really reduce the effects of spike proteins from the vaccine?
I had heard that too. I had heard that too.
Really?
Yeah, I had heard that too, and I had heard that like keeps away the flu and COVID and all sorts of shit like that. Nicotine does. No one's
retard shit. No, it doesn't. I used to get so sick and I would fucking chew like 1.5 cans to 2 cans of Copenhagen wintergreen a day. And I smoked cigarettes.
Yeah, probably the cigarettes didn't help.
Nicotine for constipation. I don't ever get constipated, but it is the best feeling in the world is to wake up, put some nicotine in, whether that's a pouch or a dip, grab a cup of coffee and take a mondo shit. That's probably one of top three best habit feelings in the world.
I have when I go stop at a truck stop in the middle of nowhere and there's a guy taking a shit and smoking a cigarette in one of the stalls illegally, I have no qualms with that. I'd
honestly rather smell cigarette smoke than shit.
I respect that guy's just having a moment of just fucking peace.
Okay, this is what CrossFit says. Your resting heart rate will elevate, blood pressure will elevate if you're predisposed to hypertension. But here's the other thing I'm curious about CrossFit is in these studies in America, is this just for, we have so many obese people. I have a hard time believing that they're not conflating between people with already that are obese with blood pressure and heart rate issues to begin with. Like for an athlete or someone who in all other forms is very healthy, what are the effects then? Like, I'm curious if there's a distinction.
What if you smoke and take a dump and the cig falls on your dick?
You're fucked. You just get a little burn. You'll be fine.
I mean, it ignites the hairspray that you put in your pubes.
Yeah, Fraser still does nicotine, I'm sure.
Yesterday I got on the scale. I hadn't been on the scale in a while. 154 pounds. I can't remember the last time I weighed 154.
Muscle, dude. You're looking jacked too.
I can't fucking believe it. I've just been, anytime I'm hungry, just eat a can of tuna. My mercury levels must be through the roof. I'm probably like radioactive. It's crazy. My guys always smoke while they're taking a shit, then wipe their ass and throw shit paper in the trash can. Why don't they flush it? Hey, do you always double flush? I always flush after I shit and then flush again after the toilet paper. Sometimes I don't even flush. Yeah. I just leave the toilet paper in there because I'm just leaving. And then my wife yells at me.
I take a shit, then I flush immediately.
Yeah.
And then I wipe. No, I take a shit, flush immediately. Then I wipe once. Then I get in the shower, take a shower, get the rest off with some soap and water. I don't waffle stomp anything. I'm just saying you get all the cake off. And if there's any residual residue, you just get the rest of that with the suds. And that's good for our septic system too. I don't want to overburden it with a bunch of fucking toilet paper. It's like it's an original septic system. So then you have
a tank under your house where it all goes. Yours doesn't go to the city. You have
it's not even a tank. It's a terracotta septic system, original from 1946. So I'm like, I wipe once with the shitty school toilet paper. I don't even let Lizzie buy the fucking multiply.
Wow.
So we have a city hookup, but it costs like $3,000 to get the hookup. So I'm just not going to do that until I have to.
My wife trips because sometimes I'll take a massive shit. This is pretty frequent for me too. At least once a week this happens. And I wipe and I get up. And then like literally a minute later, I have to take another massive shit. And then I wipe and get up. And then I'll have to take a third massive shit.
That's not true. I do wipe immediately. That is not true. And then when I get out of the shower, I always have to use the toilet brush. And if I don't use it as soon as I'm done, like it'll stick on there and it'll be like so hard to get. You have to scrape it with your fingernail to get it off. Hey, dude. How do I look in these?
Like you should go fishing, bass. Like you have a bass fishing boat.
I've been waiting fucking 3 months for these to get to me, dude. I broke the lens in Italy. And then about 6 months later, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to replace these. I ordered some knockoff lenses. I couldn't do it myself. It was too fucking hard to get them in. So I sent them back to Gators. And they're like, okay, this process takes like a year basically to replace your lenses. I finally got it back. I'm fucking stoked.
Wow.
Look like
how
gazer
did
beams.
the lens come out again?
I cracked a lens when I was in Italy. So this was a long time ago. And then I lived with it for like 6 months. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy some replacement lenses. So I buy them from a knockoff website because Gators doesn't sell replacement lenses. You have to send your shit in to get it replaced.
Yeah.
These are like American made.
How did you crack them?
I was in the bathroom in Italy and I went down to tie my shoe in a stall and I hit my fucking eye directly on the toilet paper dispenser and it was metal. And lucky I fucking had these on because it would have taken my fucking eye out. It was like a sharp metal corner.
And it cracked them, not just scratched them, cracked them.
Cracked them, yeah. Anyway, so I popped them out. I was able to get the lenses out and I was trying to put the knockoff ones in and I just could not do it. It was fucking impossible. So then I sent them back in.
Do we have a sponsor this week?
Oh,
I was telling the story, by the way, about how after my boys met Jason and Dallin, Jason texted me and was like, hey, do you spank your boys? And I'm like, no. And so eventually I asked him, I said, hey, why are you asking all these questions about spanking? And he goes, because your kids were so cool. It was the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. He said, because your kids are so cool and I want my kids to be raised that way too. I'm just trying to figure out how you did it. I just think it's funny. The first place he went is like, do you spank them? Like, hey, are they cool? Are they cool because you spanked the shit out of them? Oh, you shit with sunglasses on? That's a great question. That is.
No, I don't really. I rarely wear them because I like if I'm going to be outside in the sun and I need my skin to be adjusted to the UV light so I don't get sunburn, I don't wear them. But there are some times, like when you're in the car, sometimes you just need them on or else it's like you can't see anything and you're just praying that you're in the right lane.
I got it. It's funny. I'm trying to figure out where the audience is coming from my kids' station. I always just assumed that it was people who watch this show. Susan's telling me it's not, so he changed the title of today's show. I was trying to leverage the fact that Hopper and Dallin and Colton were in it. Hey,
when are you getting to NorCal? So I want to get in a couple days early.
I'm getting there Wednesday.
Okay, we'll try to get there Wednesday morning because I'm going to coach a class Wednesday and Thursday at CrossFit Anywhere for Blair, Bryson, and I. We'll coach some classes.
Oh, that's cool. If you're going to get there Tuesday, let me know and I'll see if I can get the Airbnb a day earlier.
Oh, are you going to drive there?
Yeah.
What if I came to you and we drove together?
That's fine.
I'll ask Bryson.
Hey, Sevon, a guy in our gym died right after the WOD, fell over and never came to. From 26 point something? From 26 point something?
No way.
From 26 point what? They should change the WOD to the killer
after
WOD.
20. Jeez.
Oh, 26.1. Like wow.
No, this is another guy.
Oh, dude, Edward, we had a dude have a heart attack after 26.1. Oh, did he die? After 26.3? Is it at Folsom Lake or Sacramento River? I forget.
Are you talking about the gym?
I forget where. I forget where NorCal is. It's right on. It's right. It's in a floodplain.
I think it's the Rockland location is where we'll teach.
44 years old. Wow.
Yeah, that's bonkers. Vaccinated?
I don't think I can go hard enough to give myself a heart attack. I'm too much of a pussy. Oh no, CrossFit kills again.
I wonder if that guy was. Yeah, there's more to the story, obviously.
CrossFit. I'm gonna type in CrossFit died into Google.
Oh, he was vaxxed.
Oh, is that what it says?
What was his tiebreak time?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Fuck.
when you type in CrossFit died, it's only Lazar Jukic stuff that comes up. We're gonna get the story now. Hold on 1 second. Okay, what happened? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, so I'm Clay. So this is after 26.1. I'm judging, and all of a sudden I see like 20 people flood to. We have our front doors, and then we have another door. So it's like a little vestibule area. So the heat before the one I'm judging, this guy, and he's like my best friend. He's 57-year-old. He's been working out at the gym for about 2 years. He's lost 50 pounds. He eats okay and lifestyle is okay. And then after the workout, he collapses through our first doors, trying to go out to his car to change his shirt. And this lady catches him, and then like 3 people immediately start doing compressions on him. And the one guy, he was a fireman, so he was doing it for about 10 minutes. We shocked him with the AED twice.
Fuck.
He came to once, and then it went back out after about 20 seconds. And then we couldn't get him back in that area for like another 5 minutes before the ambulance got there. And then on the way to the hospital, which is only about 5 minutes down the road, they said he coded 12 more times.
What's
so
that mean? What's that mean,
times
coded?
Drop it, like died.
his heart stopped. His heart stopped. His heart stopped 14 times total before he got to the hospital. And they had to use the Lucas machine on him, which is basically a chest plate and a back plate. And it's a machine that does compressions, so the EMTs don't get tired. And that's usually the last resort before they're like, there's no way this dude's coming back. So they got him to the hospital, they stabilized him, and somehow, and this is day 20 now. Day 20, he's been in the hospital. He had open heart surgery, triple bypass last Tuesday, so a week ago. And I mean, he's up, he's talking now. It's been he's an absolute miracle. I don't know how this dude is alive, but obviously I'm grateful because I didn't want to lose him. But it's been wild. We're doing like a GoFundMe and making sure that he's okay. We got to get him to a rehab place after he's out of the hospital. But there was a whole week before they did, a week and a half.
Oh my
before they did
God.
the open heart surgery. And the doctor really just didn't want to operate on him out of inconvenience. He was like, well, this is going to be inconvenient if I do this heart surgery and then his kidneys and liver fail and then he dies or he's on dialysis the rest of his life. I was like, dude, that's not the point. Get him on the operating table.
What do you mean? I don't
obviously
understand
his
that
organs-
logic. I don't understand that logic. What do you mean inconvenient? Why would he die of liver failure?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the doctor's retarded. It's a fucking fat, lazy, retarded doctor.
Yes, exactly. So my wife and I were there, but we aren't family. So it's his 80-year-old dad and his 25-year-old son that we're trying to give advice to and say, hey, they need to get him on the operating table sooner than later, because they were just keeping him alive with a ventilator, dialysis, just propofol, had him drugged up. And this, like, he wasn't alive. They were keeping him alive. And then the doctor, he said, well, I want to see all of these numbers get perfect before I even consider operating on him. I'm like, and we're sitting back just from a third perspective. Obviously, he's my friend. I want him to live. And we're seeing him on this table, and this doctor is saying that it's inconvenient for me to operate on him because I don't know if he'll live afterwards. And
This guy,
like, you're still getting paid.
here's a nurse is saying post trauma is the first thing to go is liver and kidneys.
Yes.
And when you go on to bypass, your kidneys take a hit.
Yeah, kidneys are big time. So as soon as your heart stops pumping, it's like within minutes your kidneys start failing. And that's pretty much what happened. So he
right, but is right. So that's like,
crazy.
hey, his kidneys and liver might be fucked, but is that a reason to not try the surgery to save his life?
Right? That's what we were saying. But
Right.
the doctor finally operated on him after the kidneys got better with dialysis. And then he wasn't having to be on so much drugs, but he had a tube down his throat. So every time they would wean him off sedation, he would start fighting. I'm like, I would too, with a tube down my throat. So they really just had to make sure his brain was still active. And then now, so it's been a week since we did heart surgery. Now my wife's been up there every day helping him out.
Did he have a stroke at all?
57.
How's his brain? How's his brain?
His brain's okay. He remembers everything before that night. So basically, he doesn't even remember being at the gym that night.
Wow.
And what the doctor told us, is that even if you don't recognize like the normal quote unquote chest pains, high blood pressure, all these different things, because obviously we had thought with all the weight loss and him doing CrossFit that he was pretty healthy. But his dad, 80-year-old, had a 6-way bypass in 99, and he's had heart issues. So I don't like to play the genetics game all the time, but he should have got it checked out.
Wow. 6-way bypass. That means like 6 tubes going in and out of the heart were fucking
blocked.
Pretty much.
Oh, man.
So I will.
Was he vaccinated?
I'll get y'all a video. No, he wasn't vaccinated.
That's crazy scary.
But that would be my first guess as well. But I'll get y'all a video. And
how much weight did he lose?
He watches the show.
How much weight did he lose?
He lost 50 pounds.
Oh,
he lost 50
awesome.
pounds on CrossFit plus the Triple G. So
what's his name?
His name's Bob Douglas.
Hey,
Bob,
so many fucking
glad you're
people
alive,
are on
Bob.
the Triple G. It's crazy.
I wonder
Dude,
if
it's really cool.
Hey, I have a friend who is the craziest alcoholic. I'm talking like a fucking bottle of fucking the shit every single fucking day, like a big bottle. And they got on Triple G and they said that their desire to drink just stopped immediately. They just quit drinking.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in the early trials. They use it for addicts to calm their brains down. Yeah. But I don't think that caused anything because it's totally different pathways. It's all intestinal. GLP-1,
Jody, it's
GLP-3.
It's retatrutide.
Retatrutide, Triple D. Biomax calls it Triple G because.
Go ahead. Why do they call it that?
They call it Triple G because retatrutide, the name is patented by Eli Lilly. None of the gray market sites can use it.
Yeah, this shit. Huberman was saying on some podcast, this is going to be $1 trillion drug.
I think that clip is an AI clip.
Is this what Hiller's on too? This is what Hiller did for 16 weeks, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'll get to all the video. He watches the show literally the day before. He was like, "Man, did you see Taylor and Andrew's like video and all their rants?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, this and that." But I'll get y'all a video and DM it on Instagram.
Good. Well, I'm glad he's okay. Say hi to y'all. I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad he lived. What a story.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Alive,
hey,
it's let me know if crazy testimony.
Let me know if his memory comes back.
It's going to be wild to see because he had his Whoop on, and we tried checking the Whoop to see if his heart rate data showed anything, but it didn't. It didn't catch anything. But we're hoping to see if he remembers being at the gym. Because another thing the doctor told us is instead of recognizing the normal signs of chest pain and stuff, he said if they're really agitated or things have just been irritating them a week before, maybe 2 weeks before, and we did notice that where he was kind of just
irritable,
angry all the time. Yeah, irritable and angry. And the doctor's like, yeah, within men, if you notice this, and they might have these signs of an early onset heart attack coming.
Damn, I'm gonna have a heart attack tomorrow.
Hey, fucktard. I didn't ask if it was vaccine related. I asked if he was vaccinated, you dumb bitch. Sorry. That was Pat Lange.
I'd agree with you, Taylor. It's definitely a vaccine.
I was just curious.
Hey,
dude.
it's totally fair. Hey, a study just came out of 1.7 million children, vaccinated and unvaccinated, control group, and with the COVID vaccine. The only kids, not a single kid who was unvaccinated had in that group had myocarditis or pericarditis. All of them were in the vaccinated cohort. Pat's a moron.
We're having to put a wristband on them to say no vaccines because the nurses are like, oh, is he updated on his flu shot? Updated on his tetanus? Updated on his COVID? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
My wife is like, no, he's not getting any of them.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. You could imagine how fucking non-resilient or just vulnerable human beings are to the Western diet. And how overconsumption of food in general, overconsumption then of processed food, and then again, refined carbohydrates is so fucking dangerous. So fucking dangerous. And then you could even go on to lose 50 pounds, and that shit just doesn't go away that you fucking clog your arteries with. That shit that builds up doesn't just fucking go away like the adipose tissue that you fucking lose. Like,
yep.
Wow. And it also makes you wonder, hey, if you're an athlete and you're competing at a high level, just because you're not putting on adipose tissue, all of that processed and refined food, there's still side effects to that. Like I wonder in some of these athletes that eat so much processed food to sustain their energy, is that building up in their arteries regardless of the adipose tissue that they're putting on or not putting on? I don't know. It just is. It's crazy how fucking dangerous that shit is.
Hey, so the thing with the Rietrotrude is Rietrotride, whatever that stuff is. I think it does 3 things. I think normally Ozempic like lowers your metabolism, whereas this stuff doesn't. I think it increases your heart rate.
So GLP-1, it is the appetite suppression side of the story. Then GLP-2 is GIP. It helps control insulin and gastric emptying. And then GLP-3, which is what makes retatrutide best, is the glucagon output of it. So glucagon and insulin are kind of not opposite, but they work together. When insulin is high, glucagon is low. When glucagon is high, insulin is low. I may have just messed that up. But glucagon tells your liver to turn on fat oxidation. So it's not like ketosis, but it's a little bit of the same mentality, not necessarily pathways, but glucagon tells your liver to burn fat. So that's why these people are shredding out, or especially bodybuilders, leaning out like crazy, but still able to put on muscle mass.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Biomaxpeptides.com. Use code CFG for 10% off.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried it?
But yes, I did try it. It's not, if you get to a high dose on it and you do CrossFit, you're gonna feel like crap because it just dumps your liver of all glycogen, even if you eat it, even if you eat a lot of fruit and starches. So you got to stay on a lower dose, like 0.5 to 1 milligram a week, if you're gonna try to compete at CrossFit or just do your normal hour class.
On my way to surgery, on the paperwork it read in bold, not vaccinated. Wow.
Good.
Trizipatide and Zepbound was released in 2023, and Eli Lilly's stock has tripled since then. Wow.
They're making their money for sure.
Here's another one. The same guy at my work who chugs a liter of Coke for lunch told me calorie quality doesn't matter. Couldn't lose weight until GLP-1. Still drinks a liter of Coke for lunch. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's not right.
That guy should just take caffeine pills. Jesus criminy.
Back to your point, Taylor, I think these games athletes right now are going to be a total case study in the next coming years when they get older to see. Because, well, what happens, I remember Hopper put out games a couple weeks before the games, he said, "This is what I'm eating in a day," and it's literally like 993 grams of carbs alongside of his 225 protein and then low fat 70 grams or whatever it was. And if you see that with like the CBG games athletes are eating this way, and then you got your normal people who just do their hour class and then they go to their 9 to 5 and they're eating and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat like a games athlete because I'm gonna perform like that," and then they start putting on so much weight from the carbohydrate consumption. But then the games athletes, once they start competing or stop competing, and they continue that diet, then they're going to put on the fat as well, but also ruin their quality of life just by eating that way. So obviously everybody's got to make a change.
Hey, do you think any of the games athletes are on retatrutide?
Just call it GLP-3.
GLP triple G? You think any of them are on it?
Yeah.
You do?
I doubt it.
Oh, you doubt it. Okay.
I doubt it too.
I mean, they don't need to. It's really for fat loss. A lot of them, most of them are shredded, except for I texted Taylor on Instagram about Androsic, the teammate 3 carried by 1.
Say that again. She's what?
Jessica Androsic. She's like the chunky one that she's a teammate of Tyler Cook and CrossFit 1124.
Yeah, I know who she is.
And I'm like,
but what about her?
She's chunky. She needs GLP-3.
Oh, I don't know about that. You think she's chunky? I think she's just built like that. No?
Bro, she's fat.
Holy cow. All right.
She's clearly crazy fit. I think if she has individual games aspirations, yeah, any athlete that wants to be at the highest level has to take body composition into account.
Well, and then the original, what is it? The 100 words of CrossFit. What does it say? Support performance, but not like that.
Does she have a nutrition? Does she belong to a nutrition company? Does she have is she a CBDGYZK athlete? I don't see anything in her. I don't see anything in her.
She has some crazy home runs too. She's cool. I met her at maybe it was the Mayhem Classic last year. I met her. She's funny. Cool.
God, I love her. I love her body.
She's like the female Colton. Muscle hamster is what they call her.
God, I hate
Maybe it was a video they were calling her a meat nugget.
God, I hate that.
She's crazy strong, but
yeah, she is.
She was cycling those hang power snatches like crazy at Wadapalooza.
Yeah, that's it. He met PHAT.
No, he didn't.
Oh God.
Hey, listen, if you're gonna
thanks for listening to my story,
if you're
boys.
gonna get the truth about Bob, you're gonna get the truth about Jessica too.
That was, dude. Tell Bob we're fucking so glad he's alive.
Yeah, I will. I'll get y'all a video when he's out of the hospital and better rehab. But it's gonna be. He's like, dude, it's gonna be a long journey ahead. I was like, absolutely, it is. It's gonna be like walking into the gym for the first time, plus, yeah, a lot more work. You get it. He's having trouble walking. Obviously, he's been in bed for 2 weeks. It's almost like common sense doesn't exist with these nurses and doctors. They're like, oh, he's laying in a bed for 2 weeks. Oh, no wonder his lungs are filled up with fluid. No longer, his lung collapsed and they missed it. And they had to do an emergency endoscopy on his bronchoscopy on his left lung, like on a random Wednesday night at 10 p.m. And it's the body responds. The body makes these adaptive responses to the positions or the environment it's in. Of course, laying in a bed, not doing anything is going to put fluid on your body. Your body's got edema, kidney failure, all that good stuff. Horrible stuff. But yeah, it's been a wild 2.5 weeks. But once he's out, I'll get y'all a video and say hi.
Awesome.
Please
All right,
do.
thanks, dude.
Yeah. Bye.
Katie.
That pissed a lot of people off.
Oh, the Jessica thing. Sebi, just watch the boys vlog on Arthur. I have his litter mate from Colton. They're such awesome dogs. That's crazy. You have his litter mate? God, we should talk. We should exchange notes. Are you keeping yours in a kennel at night? We're keeping ours in a kennel at night. And fuck, man, I got up at, I don't know, 2:30 in the morning because he was screaming his fucking ass off. I took him outside to pee. Then I put him back in his kennel. He screamed until 3:30 in the morning. I didn't let him out. Then he finally went to sleep. And then I got up at 5:30 and I was trying to be so quiet and he heard me walking around so I could hear his tail wagging in the kennel. So I fucking let him out and he went and took his shit. Hey, they got upset because he called her fat.
Yeah, the reality is I would call myself fat if I'm talking about what I typically compete at and where I would want to be if I were trying to compete, my body fat percentage. I'm like 202, 203 right now, and I definitely have like probably 4% more body fat than I would if I were trying to compete. So I think the sentiment was she's competing at a really high level, and when your sole aim is to maximize performance and be as fit as you can possibly be, body fat percentage is incredibly important, and every bit of extra body fat percentage that you're carrying around is a detriment to your performance. So saying fat is like, what does that even mean? It's subjective to each person. Like, he didn't call her obese, but to compete at the highest level, if you have extra body fat percentage, it's going to hold you back. She's definitely not obese. She's crazy fit. But it's the same thing with Laura Horvath. If Laura Horvath wanted to be the most resilient athlete possible, she would need to lose some weight in order to be better at handstand push-ups, because it was clear that that was why she was so bad at them. She weighed as much as a lot of male competitors without the requisite upper body strength and muscle mass to support that extra weight and something like that. In this case, she is insane at handstand push-ups. So I think if there's anything that holds her back on it, would be like legless rope climbs or running.
Androsic is insane on handstand push-ups?
Yeah, so good at them. So I think if there were anything that, you know, being heavier than another athlete would potentially hold her back, it would be running and legless potentially. But I don't know, because she might not even care. She might just be content. She wants to be team, and who knows?
I don't think she's very tall either.
Ortega, shut up. I know English is a second language for you, buddy. You know, I know English is a second language for you, but shut the fuck up.
Why do people Joe what no hey, speaking of Arthur, what breed is this? I can't tell. Doberman? Dober. No, he's a dachshund. What was this question? There was a question here. I don't see it. There's something about Las Vegas. Fergie, I'm down to 237 and feeling good about myself. Taylor just ruined that for me. I think I'll go eat donuts now.
Yeah, you should.
Eat a can of tuna first.
Yeah, drive in front of actually jump off a bridge first, then look for the donut shop. Actually, while you're at it, make sure you pick Pat Lange up on the way. Pick him up on the way, and you guys jump together. Hold hands.
Where is Greg? Let me see. Where is Greg? This is on his way to Austin. I think that's Texas.
I asked him a question yesterday. It's the first question like I've ever asked him. And I felt like it was a really smart question. And then a couple hours after I sent it, I was like, fuck, he's going to think I'm retarded.
It's okay. He thinks I'm retarded too. So you get used to it.
Hey, dudes.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, dudes.
I can't really tell you how I feel about Androsic because.
Hey, dude, let's talk about something else. Do you have Cricket Wireless, Jeremy? What the fuck is up with your
pull down her Instagram. I think she's hot as fuck, man.
You can't hear me? What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you want to talk about?
He wants to talk about how black
I
guys
asked
love
a question, man.
What
black
question?
guys love
Yeah. Oh, is that the Mayhem chick?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
awesome.
we're done talking about this. I like her. She's cool.
Well, no, it's let two black guys talk for a second. She's fucking.
Big, dude.
She's
you said let
She
two
is
black
big.
guys talk about this. Hey, shut the fuck up.
She is
Next,
man.
next topic.
She is.
She's so thick.
gosh.
All right, here's the
That's
question I
awesome.
posed in the chat, dude. Tell me I'm tripping. I don't know, but we're in Vegas for work right now, right? And last night we were out on the strip having a good time. And as the last time I was here, I think I had kids, but they were real young. But I'm walking around, we're walking around, and it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And it's boatloads of parents with their kids, strollers, 4-year-olds, 10-year-olds, walking the Vegas Strip on a Tuesday night at 11 o'clock. Is that weird? Am I weird?
Are they
They're
foreigners?
trying to get their kids some pussy, dude. They're in
No,
Vegas.
they're American.
Kids need pussy too. What are you talking about?
Holy
Hey,
shit.
let me just say this really quick.
Cancel Taylor.
Let me play a little devil's advocate here. It was probably a beautiful night because last night it was even in California it was nice at night.
So it's like 90 during the day, 75 at night. It's gorgeous. The weather's perfect.
Yeah. So these are people who've been trapped inside all day because it's too hot to go out during the day. But you're right. It's funny. I have no desire to go to Vegas, but now that I have kids, I want to take them there and I wanted to walk them around. I don't know about 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to be anywhere near my kids at 11 at night.
And that's the thing. Like, there's tons.
Shit. They're probably going to a fucking show, dude. It's Vegas. Isn't the Sphere in Vegas? There's like an amusement
with
park.
2-year-olds.
Yeah, 2-year-olds. I wouldn't go with 2-year-olds.
There's a lot to do here, and Jody was saying it. There's hiking. There's stuff to do for kids during the day or even early night. The lights come on, everything. It's cool. But I'm talking like 10, 11 at night. Parents are freaking walking around smoking joints, and their kids are pushing around in strollers. And I'm just like, dude, is this America? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we should have stopped smoking joints. When they smoke a joint, nothing else that follows that is relevant. They're
Your
retarded.
kids need to be asleep at 11 at night.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. But the weather, holy crap, 90 degrees. We left Milwaukee and it was 10 degrees, 20 degrees.
Hey, what are you? Beautiful. You were in San Diego working. Now you're in Vegas. What are you signing people up for to vote blue?
Yeah, I'm recruiting for the Democratic Party.
That's what I thought.
So we're coming to Santa Cruz next.
Whose house?
Yeah. Pat was my first guy.
Yeah, he had to suck the skin off his dick. He's like, please vote blue. Then he voted blue for
Stop being such party guys, you guys. That's Pat's biggest beef is we're party guys, man. We just vote by party, like that's it.
That's all Pat does. He votes by party.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
Imagine being smart or thinking you're smart.
As long as you switch sides when it's appropriate.
Right. Hey, dude, imagine you having more than 2 brain cells to rub together and voting for Kamala Harris. Holy shit. You're actually
there
fucking
are 0
retarded.
brain cells involved. Yeah, that's legit retarded.
Imagine being married to someone who voted for Kamala Harris.
I'd fucking beat the shit
How much
out of my
money?
spouse. There'd be a spousal fucking abuse suit.
How much money would someone have to pay you? Let's rewind to the election, and someone said, "I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars to vote for Kamala Harris." How much? What's that dollar amount?
I'd have done it for 50 grand.
Jesus, you're a sellout.
Dude, what are you talking about? $50,000? Dude, that's a lot of money. That's a new fucking car.
For Kamala?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, and then your car and everything else is going to be more expensive because she's president
50K,
now.
Pat Lynch, 50K and I'll be your friend again, dude. That's all it takes.
Don't tempt him. He'll do it. He owns a golf course, dude.
Does he really?
I don't think he owns it, but he runs it.
He owns a golf course and he's liberal? Holy shit.
What was that? Did Savan just
the sport golf wouldn't exist if Kamala were elected, Pat Lynch. I hope you know that.
Not only for our nation, but understanding the standard that we as a nation must set for the world. We as representing the United States of America walk into rooms around the world.
He even called for termination of the United States Supreme, the supreme land of our nation, the United States Constitution.
Well, I think
what the fuck?
Culture is a reflection of our moment and our time, right?
What?
And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And
Jesus,
this is painful.
She is fucking.
That is painful. Not one point was made in that. What did she say?
It's just endless.
Oh, that's right. This is a
hurts to
bad
listen
bitch
to.
right here. This is a bad bitch. Fake Sevon goes, Lizzie voted for Kamala. Lizzie voted for Kamala. Fake Sevon. No, I did not. That's a bad bitch. Don't fuck with my wife like that. She's not retarded.
I was going to say,
Like,
yeah,
like Pat
Lizzie's
Lynch.
way too smart to do something like that. The dumbest thing she ever did was marry you, but besides
And,
that, she's
and what
pretty
I mean
smart.
by not retarded, she knows what would happen if she did that. She didn't really know who she should vote for, but she knows what would have happened if she did vote for Kamala. That's what I mean by that.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, that's how my ex was too.
Oh, holy shit.
I'm kidding.
Hey, we don't believe in coincidences, right? I just opened up Twitter and look at the story on top. Oregon High School principal Jeremy Williams.
Oh, Jeremy. That looks like a white Jeremy.
What?
If Jeremy was white,
Who was
this is how
placed
this
on
guy would
leave
look.
for celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk has just been sentenced to 5 years in prison for possession of child pornography.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. I've been outed. I've been outed. Damn it.
Hey,
You guys
this
found
sucks.
me out.
It sucks that this guy looks like how you would look if you were white. That's the real, that's
Hey,
the real bummer.
Fuck,
Jeremy,
that
he looks
sucks. I'm
just
actually
like
calling from
Taylor.
jail.
It's Taylor if he wasn't on Reetrotrude. This is Taylor before he got found Biomax.
This guy
Peptides.com.
looks pissed.
There's Taylor before CrossFit. If you never found CrossFit.
shit.
That kind of looks like my dad.
Dude, I got to send you this story. I just saw this story. This is insane. It's a lady in the courtroom. It says, lady who wrote a book about grieving the death of her husband is found guilty for killing her husband.
Women write books?
Insane. She wrote a book about the grieving the death of her husband.
Yes, I
only
saw
to be found guilty. And like she gave him 5 times the lethal dose of some shit and tried to do it earlier, years ago. Dude, what are the chances she voted for Kamala Harris?
Lizzie did vote for Trump in 2016 and I didn't. I voted third party like a pussy. I third party voted. I thought I was taking the moral high ground. So she definitely
You were
smarter.
Brianna at that time. You had the Brianna mindset. Let's
Don't call
vote for
me
the
that.
third party and it
Don't go there.
does is take away votes from the person that we need to win.
Jeez. I mean, they are here's the
fuck. The most retarded bitch in the land. Let's hear it.
Our regime has secret police. They have secret police. Our regime is oppressing women, taking away abortion rights, taking away women's rights in like 26 states.
Holy fuck, dude. I'm going to lose it. I got to go.
They also oppress women. They have the highest rate of women who are in STEM careers. We're kicking women out of the military, out of university. We're saying that DEI means women can't be hired for high positions
of university?
in the sciences. We're marginally better. And we're doing it for Christianity. They're doing it for Islam, right? Yeah. So it's like we don't
marginally better.
It would take away the kind of American.
I wonder. There's people who believe her shit. There's people who believe that.
First off, imagine this. Imagine wearing a fucking sweater saying "Immigrants Make America." I saw a guy at Wadapalooza wearing a shirt that's like "Proud child of an immigrant. Immigrants come here and make something from nothing." And I thought to myself, I was like, "Wow, you should actually really go back to elementary school where they teach you about the fucking the Mayflower and the Pilgrims that came to America and how fucking 80% of them fucking died, and they actually created civilizations and entire cities from fucking pieces of dirt and uncut trees. They literally came to a place where people were still throwing rocks and fucking shooting birds with bows and invented guns, sewage systems, civilization. And now you can come here and capitalize off of all of that. And you think that's making something from nothing? Hey, retard, there's a whole fucking economy that you're joining. It's not nothing. What the fuck? That dumb fucking lady.
Dude, people are living in Disney World, man. People think like you see these people out on these marches thinking that they think they're in like a Disney movie or something. And there's this hero of the story and blah, blah, blah. And they're the same ones protesting what we're doing in Iran while Iranians are like, yes, thank you. Thank you for getting rid of this horrible leadership. And they're like, get out of Iran. And I'm the hero. It's like, no, you're not. You're an idiot. We can discuss whether we should be there or whatever, but don't speak for the people of Iran when they're celebrating. Just like Venezuela, they're celebrating that we're getting rid of these horrible leaders and you got these idiot liberals out here like in the streets, like they're in some Quentin Tarantino movie or something. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you this.
Let me just say this real quick. 50% off. 50. Guys. 50% off the whole site to celebrate Colton winning the Open. 50% off.
Sorry, I fucked that up. Where's that at?
Oh, that's sick.
Got it.
Go to paperstreetcoffee.com, PAPERSTCOFFEE.com. Listen, if you end up if it's not 50% off, you're at the wrong site. Don't spell out street.
Is Gabe running a money laundering business? Like, what's going on here?
Seema says it's Iran, Jeremy. I must piss her off so much that even a black guy can't pronounce Iran.
Iran.
What did I say?
Iran.
How did I say it?
Iran. Listen,
sorry, Seema.
What a bunch
You're
of
a lovely
fucking
person.
retards if you think that Iran is marginally worse than America and calling abortion a fucking right. Holy cow, dude. I'm so fucking close to losing all of it, I'm so fucking close. I got a meeting, dude.
And I've never been to Iran. I've been to Iraq, and very similar situation when you have women being beheaded for not being a virgin at marriage, women being beaten for not wearing their hijabs, all these things. And you want to say that.
Hey, murdering a fucking baby isn't a right, you dumb bitch. You fucking idiot. Killing a life is not a healthcare right, you fucking retard. You're so dumb, that lady. And
which lady?
Is she even that stupid? Joy Reid. Is she even that stupid? Or is she putting the fucking facade on and just towing the party line? Is she that fucking dumb?
Hey, and when she says they're firing women out of the military, she's talking about trannies.
Holy fuck. Do you thinking
remember Tropic Thunder, the movie?
Iran? Holy fuck.
The movie, like, never go full retard. Joy did not watch that part of the movie.
Hey, let me show you.
She is.
Did you say you have to go to a meeting, Taylor?
Yeah, I gotta have one.
What time?
Can I?
At 9? Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. This is going to be good, though. I think this is about the blueprint guy got arrested in Australia.
Jeez, let me watch this and then I gotta go.
But first, caught in a sting, pleading with police. It's the arrest footage creepy Craig didn't want us to see. It shows him naked, being busted by...
What was that guy's name? The blueprint guy.
Craig. Before you go further, Pat thinks that I thought abortion was fine 6 months ago. No, you fat, retarded Democrat. I didn't have a fucking opinion
that's
on
not
it.
true,
I didn't
Pat.
think
Jeez,
about it. I
jeez,
didn't
Pat,
fucking
that's
think
not
about
true.
it, you fucking idiot. Go choke on your groundskeeper's cock. Your groundskeeping partner. You don't own a golf course, dude. You fucking cut the grass at a golf course.
Okay. Here we go.
Explicit images to a minor. Now he's back home, and parents at his local golf club are learning rules for sending explicit images to a minor. Now he's back home, and parents at his local golf club are learning all about his shady past.
United States Marshals swarm Craig Bridgeland's Texas hotel door.
Oh, that's the guy.
Jeez.
The Australian personal trainer is busted bare and cuffed without clothes on.
Oh my God.
We don't want him here. I don't know that you want him there either.
He's
but that is his
naked.
home. He's not welcome here anymore.
No. The answer is no.
Police then forced to clothe Craig.
I've been a prosecutor here in Texas for 12 years. I've seen the worst of the worst. I certainly don't want him being around children.
Actually, can I please go to the bathroom?
Craig
That's
Bridgeland
fucking
never
him,
expected the teenage
dude.
girl he'd been talking to online was actually an undercover officer.
Oh my God.
Why you're here. What are you being arrested for?
Yeah, he was like trying to have sex with an underage kid. He is dealing with someone that he understands and believes to be 15 years old, which is not okay.
Matt Rivers
My
is a district
fucking
attorney
God.
in Fort Worth, Texas. He handled Craig's case.
There are recordings of Craig talking to this undercover officer who sounds very convincing. This officer made it known what her age was. They engaging in a conversation both via phone call, but also through text.
Well, if I come there and we get along, you're going to come back to my hotel?
Yeah.
And you're willing to come and have sex with a guy who's twice your age, nearly 3 times your age, and you've never had sex before?
I mean, if I'm going to do it, like, the guys at my school are so stupid.
So apparently you've been talking to kids
Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my fucking God.
Hey,
Hang
and
this
this-
guy. Fucking put this motherfucker to death.
Hey, and what's crazy is, do you remember
torture, kill him.
Do you remember his defense was that 16 was legal in Australia and all that shit? So he knew what he was doing was wrong.
Holy fuck, dude. Put this guy to the fucking gallows. Dude.
Right now.
Oh my God, that's
Jake runs
fucking
Blueprint Health and
crazy.
Fitness out of his Brisbane garage.
Oh my
That's where
God!
he's also been seen training children, despite not being cleared to work with kids. He was also a coach at a popular gym, but they sacked him when they found out about his criminal past.
There'll be a detective come in and talk to you in a little while, all right? What do you mean I'll be talking to a minor?
He's going to jail now, right?
Kids. No, I haven't.
No, you don't go to jail for this in Australia. This is liberal. Pat and his liberal buddies love this kind of stuff. This is cool. He's fine.
Flew to the US.
Dude, I'm
to
not
work
even
with
kidding. No,
Yeah,
don't put him in Gen Pop. Fuck Gen Pop. You can't rehabilitate wanting to fuck a girl half or 1/3 your age. She
No.
told him she was a
She's
virgin.
saying put him in Gen Pop because he'll get destroyed there.
I know. Fuck
Yeah, they'll
that,
take
dude.
care of
Just
him in
kill
Gen
him.
Pop.
Just fucking no, they
But
won't,
was
dude.
caught in the police
They
station.
will.
Kill this guy. No, they
being
won't.
Child predators.
What do you mean I've been talking to underage kids?
He'd matched with the undercover officer posing as a girl on the dating app Bumble.
I lied about my age on the app. I'm about to be 16 though.
So you want to come over then? I want to.
Oh!
Do you want to lose your virginity?
Oh my
He then
God.
sends explicit vision of himself and they FaceTime.
Are you on any birth control?
My mom put me on birth control last year because she thought I was having sex, but it wasn't.
All right, send me the address and I'll come.
Okay. I can't wait to see you.
My fucking
But
God.
Craig isn't going anywhere but the slammer.
How would you describe someone like Craig?
Typical for this kind of work. It's unfortunate. It makes me sick. He's a narcissist. I think that he is someone who believes that he can get away with these kinds of things.
Fuck you, Pat. Fuck you, Pat, you fucking bitch. Pat says he kind of looks like Taylor too. Fuck you, Pat. Oh, Pat, you look like my penis if it had a fucking beard, you fucking ugly bitch.
Oh my God.
Dude,
He's
fucking
hungover.
kill this guy. They need to fucking kill the shit out of this motherfucker.
Online, Craig sells
Put him in
himself
Gen Pop and they'll take care of him. Guaranteed.
tough
Hey,
love
dude,
trainer.
Gen Pop, him getting fucked in the ass isn't taking care of him. He probably fucking likes it. Kill the guy.
That's just
Shut
where
the-
it'll start, and then
Fuck
someone
that.
will take him out.
No.
I just don't want to be.
Why should we let a criminal become more of a criminal?
Hold
This
on, let me
guy's
hear what
trying
he
to
has
fuck
say.
kids.
Hold on, we got that. part.
Bullet in the fucking
It
head.
looks like he has Down syndrome.
I'll do it.
Old dude who can't move because it's too tight, mate. Come on.
Hold on.
Online, Craig sells himself as a tough love trainer.
I just don't want to be some fat old dude who can't move because he hasn't looked after his body.
But Craig must have left his mobility behind in Australia.
What do you need help with?
I just don't have the mobility. My legs are, I'm 6'4", and you're trying to jam me into a tight space.
He was charged with online solicitation of a minor, but pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of harassment. He was fined and flew home, hoping no one would find out.
Creepy Craig, you're out of hiding now. Do you think it's okay to send nudes to an underage girl? Are you a child predator, Craig? Everyone knows now about your inappropriate behavior over in the States. Are you still training children in your garage, Craig?
We confronted Craig as he was about to play a round of golf.
Parents didn't want you anywhere near their children. And you still came back and worked at a gym with children. And you were still training kids in your garage. Like, do you really think that's appropriate, Craig?
Now, his fellow members at the Virginia Golf Club want him gone.
Do you think
Dude,
parents
this guy
are
should be
very happy that
fucking
you're on the
killed.
golf course today with
This
children?
guy should be
I've spoken
fucking
with
killed.
members of
Hey, and do you know what's crazy? Of all the childhood predators out there, he's like a 1 compared to the fuck. Like that's
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
they
I know,
begin-
dude.
They begin
Yeah,
at his
that's
level.
true.
You know
Hey,
what I mean?
want to open that
True.
guy's fucking head over a concrete curb and fucking expose his brain to the fucking world, dude. That guy should be dead.
Hey, Al Chama thinks that we should give wiggle room for this guy. Where's your compassion? Where's your maximum
Fuck Al,
tolerance?
fuck Al Shabaab, dude. That guy's
Yeah.
a fucking idiot. And fuck this guy
Yeah.
too. He should be fucking dead.
No, maximum tolerance. We need to be tolerant of people. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He had a tough upbringing. It's not his fault.
See, and that's where the Pat. I love you, Pat. But
He had
the
black parents.
isolated
He had black
incident
parents.
stuff.
It's not his fault.
Right. Yeah. That's where it's isolated incident stuff. That's why I never bought that, because that mindset leads to things like this, and it just gets worse. You have to stomp it out immediately. whether you think it's an isolated incident or not. That's just crazy.
This guy needs to be fucking killed. I gotta go.
I gotta run, boys.
Bye, Taylor.
So,
Bye, Jeremy.
Thanks for
Bye, guys.
entertaining
Love
me.
you.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. All right. Hello, Mr. Sevon and Mr. Taylor. Wow. What a banger of a show. Thought that show was gonna be horrible. Hey.
What up?
What's up, dude? 50%
Hanging
off.
out.
How long is that sale gonna go for?
26 hours.
Wow. Oh, 26.1, 26.2, 26.3, 26 hours.
I know.
What's
you
the
have
code?
to use a code HOG.
Hog. Code HOG.
HOG.
Okay, 50% off.
Simple.
Use code HOG.
Did I ever tell you about the time that that coffee company that Jeremy rides called me to ask me to buy? Nah, I won't say it.
What
But
do you mean
anyway,
that Jeremy rides? What do you mean that Jeremy rides?
I don't know. There's like this coffee company that like he really like is ride or die for. I don't know what they're called. Anyway,
Yeah, I've never heard him mention any coffee company.
I don't know. He's crazy. But I had a few people actually reach out to me asking me to buy them out, which is crazy. But story for another day. Story for another day.
Use code HOG for 50% off all Paper Street coffee for the next 26 hours.
Hey, not even that. There's 3 new roasts that are only available in Nashville that I'm keeping up for these 26 hours. 3 brand new, fucking expensive as shit roasts. They're normally $37 in Nashville. Sorry, I'm just eating fucking steak. Now they're available for these 26 hours. They're not HUG, H-U-G, but H-O-G, like what I give your mom, George.
Oh, yeah, the hog. Spike, Light, and Vash.
There you go.
Bags.
If you figure out where I got those names, you DM me. I'll probably send you one of each.
Wow, Vash. I
Or
was
whichever.
gonna ask you about Vash. Strawberries, red apple, caramel, honey.
Bro, the first time I ever tried that coffee, it tasted exactly. It smelled exactly like carne asada. I was like, what is this? Exactly like this. So like the same smell, like the olfactory like sense that I got it started making my mouth water as if I was having a steak.
It sounds crazy. I want to try that one. Black?
You got some sense to you.
Oh, do it? Okay. Thank you.
100%. I definitely sent a bunch out to you, I think 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's
thank
somewhere.
you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to tell my wife to throw it in the grinder right now this morning. When I take the kids to music class,
Hey.
I'll take a cup of the Vash with me.
It's amazing. I also gave it to I also gave it to another person who is part of another coffee company, and they're like, dude, this is amazing. So I'm really happy. I'm really proud of where we are right now. And again, just because we're doing these like cool things with Colton and some of the athletes, it doesn't mean that there's a comment here that said that coffee prices are going up. Man, coffee prices are 100% going up. My biggest thing is trying to make it as easy and not pass it along to the customers, because I know everyone is struggling. And as much as I love a shit ton of money, I also want to make sure that people have the access to pay for something that's high quality. I mean, these are $36, $37, but it is what it is. Do my best. With the discount, it's cheaper, right? It's like $15, $16. So keep that in mind, 26 hours.
Peace. You demand. Thank you, buddy.
Talk to you guys. Bye.
Love you, bye. All right. Paper Street Coffee, 50% off next 26 hours. Use code HOG. All right. I don't want my coffee to taste like carne asada. I want to hear about Sevon's peptide protocol. I'm just on tuna. Just on tuna. No peptides. No nothing. I took, I'll tell you what I've been taking. I've been taking B12. Not regularly, maybe every other day. I've been taking collagen, but I ran out. I probably won't get more. I just wanted to try it. I take vitamin C once in a while. I take turmeric once in a while. I used I really don't want to admit this. I used some Afrin the other day. You know that shit you squeeze in your nose? I used some of that. Ate a bunch of creatine gummies. Like I bought one of those things of creatine gummies where it says not to take more than 5 at a time, and I just ate it like candy. I think I fucking ate the whole box in a week. I take citrulline. I take citrulline every day before I work out. But no peptides or nothing. Shit has to be so easy for me. Shit has to be so easy for me. I'm just not a, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even, I'm like a 7-year-old who doesn't want to wipe his butt. You know what I mean? I just want to shit and get off the pot. Like, I don't want to do stuff. God, my fucking elbow is sore. Yeah, I don't want to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like, you know how women like make appointments for their hair and like waxings and nails and like, I don't want to, I don't want to like, what's that called? Where you have to put the water in with the peptide and like, I just don't want to do stuff. Like I'm so like if there's a carton of milk in the fridge and it's not open yet, like I don't want to be the guy to even open it. I don't want to deal with like peeling that thing out and throwing it. I just don't want to do stuff. You should go on tea. No, God, why the fuck do you think I wake up at 5:30? Get up at 5:30 because yeah, daily injections are the easiest thing in the world. I'm sure they are, but I just don't want to do stuff. I don't want to get gas in my car. I don't want to put shoes on. I can't explain it to you. I don't want to do stuff. I just want to do what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to just walk out my backyard barefoot and put I changed the springs on my trampoline the other day. That's what I want to do. I took a sledgehammer and I like taking shears and going outside and trimming like the bushes and shit and like cutting up stuff and putting it in the fucking bin. Or like my kids, my wife's like, hey, the garbage company will come and pick up all the kids' bedroom shit that you took apart and left in the front yard for free. Just put it out in the front and I'll call them. I'm like, no. I just want to do what I want to do. And what I want to do is I just take a sledgehammer and I go out there with the boys and we break it up into little bits and put it in the trash can every week. Like, I just want to do my stuff. I can't explain it. I don't want to do I don't want to spend the extra time in the shower to wash my hair. You know what I mean? Like, my wife bought me this amazing electric toothbrush. Amazing. And it sat there for like 3 months. And finally, about 2 weeks ago, I used it for the first time because my toothbrush was getting so disgusting, or I lost it or something. And I used it, and I didn't want to use an electric toothbrush because it felt like I had to do something. But fuck, man, am I glad. Now I'm addicted to this electric toothbrush. It basically, it's crazy. It's like flossing. I cannot believe how good an electric toothbrush is. It's not like the ones we used when we were little kids. They're crazy. Yeah. I wake up at 5:30 because he's harder than a diamond in an ice storm. Yeah. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. You basically want to be a trad wife. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Electric is so good, yeah. Electric is so good. You've been talking about those springs for 6 months. What happened was I took all the springs off and got a blister. Then I ordered new springs. I ordered the fucking wrong size. Now I have fucking $50 in wrong size springs sitting on my fucking dining room table. And I know the right thing to do is to return them to Amazon, but I really just want to walk out to the trash and throw them away. And I'm fucking like irate. So then I ordered new springs, but I only ordered 40 just in case I ordered the wrong size again. So that's where I'm at. And there's 108 springs total. So now I have to order more. But I like going out there and doing it. I'm in the sun. I'm standing fucking half naked out there with the kids. And we're just fucking, we got the tool and we're like stretching the springs. And that's what I want to do. What brand of toothbrush? I don't know, but it's crazy. It's crazy. You dip it in the Matuthian and like it emulsifies it. It's like, and I floss my teeth like a fucking maniac and it still pulls shit out of my teeth I can't even fucking believe is in there. Sell them online? Yeah. Do you know how would I fucking do that? That means I'd have to get on my computer and like take a picture and make a post and, hey, dude, I have 4 fucking brand new motorcycles sitting around my house I need to get rid of. The other day, I went and put the registration came for my car and I got a little paper towel wet and cleaned off the license plate and put the sticker on there. I felt like I had accomplished felt like I was going to get a Nobel Prize for that. Like husband of the year shit for putting the fucking sticker on. The registration sticker on my van. Like for me, when I pay a bill online, I'm like, fuck, I'm accomplishing shit. I had to go to the AT&T store yesterday. That was crazy. Crazy. 50% off everything at paperstreetcoffee.com. Don't spell out street. Use code HOG. That's a pretty crazy deal. You make me feel like I have my shit together. I'm telling you, everyone has their shit together compared to me. Jesus, low bar, Sevi. Let me tell you what I did yesterday. And I felt like a god. So I did the podcast. Then I took the dog out to pee. Then I, what did I do? Then I went to the AT&T store. That was crazy. Took my kids to the fucking mall. I didn't even park in a handicap spot because the mall was so empty. I just parked in a regular spot. That was weird. Then on the way home from the mall, I took my kids to Jamba Juice like a fucking boss. Spent $20 on Jamba Juice. The fucking one of the kids it was like, I'm not drinking that shit. Obviously, like I'm not drinking that. Bought him a fucking $10 peanut butter mood. Probably still sitting in the fridge. With whey protein, of course. Then I came home and I noticed that the debris, the trash was today. So I noticed that the debris for the debris can was empty, you know, for the gardening cuttings. So me and the boy went outside and filled that with just shit that's around the yard. Major accomplishment. I have to call a lawyer now when I get off of this show. Not for anything bad. Like, I don't want to call a lawyer. Oh, yeah. I don't want. The other day, 2 days ago, I called AT&T. I was on the phone for a fucking hour with some fucking guy with a foreign accent. Like, for me, that's a day's work. Trip to Jamba Juice in the malls. Dude, I the town I live in, it's like, it's trapped in the 70s. Not when I say mall. So gross. Yeah, my wife was like, my wife doesn't like me taking the kids there, but anyway, I dropped what are some other big accomplishments I had? I dropped my wife had bought these dates, coconut covered dates, and I was trying to rip one open as I rushed in to do a podcast the other day to eat one, and the dates all fell onto the floor. And all the coconut shit went everywhere. And I actually went and got the broom and swept the coconut shit into a pile. So that when my wife cleaned it up later, it wasn't like everywhere. I was like, fuck, look at me doing my part. Hey, when we were in the mall, there was just me and my family and then homeless people. That's it. We didn't see any other shoppers in a mall. Hey, when I when I use the last bit of toilet paper and I bring a new roll, it's like, and I actually don't, like, sometimes I just set the roll on top and let someone else change it. But sometimes, I'd say even like half the time, I actually change the roll. And then I take that piece of cardboard and I throw it away. And I'm like, God damn, I'm fucking fully domesticated. The guy at the AT&T store is like, if you set this account on auto pay, it's $10 less. I'm like, auto pay, what's that? He's like, well, do you have a routing number? Like, a routing number? A routing number for what? And then he's like, okay, do you have an ATM card? I'm like, what? No, I'll just pay. Like, just send me a bill in the mail or something. Yeah, the mall has like pretzels and shit. Yeah, the mall's like has pretzels and like a cookie store and like a video game store that sells old. It's just a shit mall. Has a fountain that's disgusting. No, we do not have a Lego store in our mall. Lego store. No. There's like a check cashing place in there. There's this department store you probably never even heard of. It's called Kohl's. I've never even seen one anywhere in my life before except here. Like there's no Macy's or Nordstrom's or the big five in my town. When you walk in there, half the boxes are opened and retaped. Like half the boxes look like they're returns. Do you know what I mean? Like when you go to buy, you'll go in there to buy like a ping pong table set or a badminton set. The boxes are all opened and retaped and fucked up. It's crazy. Yeah, Kohl's like that. Yeah. And you can go to this Kohl's, like if you want to return something to Amazon, you can just go in there and just hand it to them, I guess. That's what my wife does. And then they just take it back. I don't understand how it fucking works. My kids were asking me what's in that store. I'm like, I have no idea. I think clothes. Is it clothes? I took my kids there once like 5 years ago. They thought it was a place you run. They thought it like as an indoor track place. You just run. They thought the shit was like a track. Yeah, we have the Amazon return in Whole Foods too. I haven't been in a Whole Foods since COVID. Fuck Whole Foods. Anyway. All right. Taking the kids to piano and drums and what all the music shit they do, and then off to the beach. Everyone thank Taylor Self and Sentinel Training for saving the show today. We'll get Greg back on next week, hopefully. Tomorrow, Nick Johnston from Proven will be on. Find out what's going on over there. Trista Smith on Friday with a good internet connection. And then the CrossFit Games update show. Saturday, Kill Taylor, $4,000. Daniel Chaffee next Tuesday. Ty Jenkins next Thursday. CrossFit Games update show. Oh, Monday we'll do a show too. I guess the Monday night we'll do a show again. I'll see if I can get Seth and Sean and JR back on and Taylor. I guess they're releasing the quarterfinal workouts, so we'll be fucking with that. I'm like doing CrossFit stuff again. You guys notice I'm like having guests on and shit. 6 out of 10, not bad. Wow, I'll take it. What was it before Taylor came on? Was it like a 2 out of 10? They turned our Sears into an apartment complex attached to the old mall. That's crazy. That's where they accused me of stealing makeup. Oh, it was 7 out of 10 before Taylor. Wow, okay. I won't let him back on. All right, guys, thank you. Pat, thank you, of course, for making the show. We'll be sending you your stipend. Paper Street Coffee, PAPERST coffee.com, 50% off, use code HOG. Where do I go? Where Jesus criminy, Pedro. You didn't. All right. Pedro, upload the Red Cell promo to all the channels. Bye-bye.
Your affiliate could be better. You don't need a conference telling you to get more members and charge more. You need advice that actually applies to your gym. At Red Cell, we connect you with proven affiliate operators who help you improve your facility, programming, and business with actionable guidance specific to you. No generalities, just real solutions. Visit callredcell.com and take your